For this week, the 2015 Homiletic Directory recommends, I think it's 16 paragraphs from the Catechism of the Catholic Church to go with the readings for this sixth Sunday in Ordinary Time for Year A. It does so under three headings: Jesus and the Law, the Old Law, the Decalogue in the tradition of the Church. The readings are here for this Sunday. Most of the recommended catechism paragraphs come from the Gospel. In fact, the first paragraph recommended, Catechism number 577, quotes quite a section of the Gospel there. Do not think I have come to abolish the law or the prophets. I have come not to abolish but to fulfill. So I came up with an unusual way of producing a summary of this week's readings, where you have the Homiletic Directory recommending paragraphs from the Catechism of the Catholic Church. But this week, those paragraphs from the Catechism of the Catholic Church align with particular questions in the compendium of the Catechism of the Catholic Church. And looking at those aligning sections in the compendium, you also get an extra paragraph from the Catechism of the Catholic Church, which is one of the in brief items. So putting together those in brief, you get four other paragraphs from the Catechism of the Catholic Church, which are 592, 1980, 1982 and 2077. So Jesus did not abolish the law of Sinai, but rather fulfilled it with such perfection that he revealed its ultimate meaning and redeemed the transgressions against it. The Old Law is the first stage of revealed law. Its moral prescriptions are summed up in the Ten Commandments. The Old Law is a preparation for the Gospel. The gift of the Decalogue is bestowed from within the covenant concluded by God with his people. God's commandments take their true meaning in and through this covenant. The four questions in the compendium that are linked to the Homiletic Directory's recommended catechism paragraphs are 114, how did Jesus conduct himself in regard to the law of Israel? 418, what is the relationship between the natural law and the old law? 419, what place does the old law have in the plan of salvation? And 438, what importance does the Church give to the Decalogue? Here's a 10-word summary of the Decalogue that I put together. 1, idolatry. 2, blasphemy. 3, the Sabbath. 4, authority. 5, murder. 6, adultery. 7, theft. 8, lying. 9, lust. And 10, envy. Here are some unusual words in this section of the Catechism. Casuistry, rabbinical, pedagogical, concupiscence. Of the Catechism of the Catholic Church paragraphs, I think the last one, 2068, is particularly interesting. The Council of Trent teaches that the Ten Commandments are obligatory for Christians and that the justified man is still bound to keep them. And also talks about the Second Vatican Council confirming that all men may attain salvation through faith, baptism and the observance of the commandments. It's also put very succinctly in the compendium. The last sentence of question 438 in the compendium, Christians are obliged to keep it, talking about the Decalogue, the Ten Commandments. The word decalogues gets explained in a few places, meaning 10 words from the Greek.